Last 5 seconds. Ready, guys? Start. It has also led to significant benefits to SMME by way of enhanced threshold and composition limits. The effective tax incidence on almost every commodity came down substantially through several rate reductions. An annual benefit of rupees 1 lakh crore has been extended to consumers. It amounts to 10% reduction in overall tax incidence. An average household now saves about 4% on its monthly spends on account of reduced GST rates. During this phase of maturing, GST did face certain challenges. This was natural as transition was daunting. GST Council has been proactive in resolving issues during transition. In the last 2 years, we have added more than 60 lakh new taxpayers. A total of about 40 crore returns were filed, 800 crore invoices were uploaded, and 105 crore e-way bills were generated. There has been extensive engagement with stakeholders. A simplified new return system is being introduced from April 1st, 2020. A former Prime Minister had once voiced a concern that the fruits of the welfare schemes were not reaching the intended citizens. The common and deserving citizen was only receiving 15 paisa of every rupee sent for him, guided by Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas. Our government and our Prime Minister added manifold speed and scaled up the implementation of schemes and programs that directly benefited the poor and the disadvantaged. I wish to list out only a few as examples. Welfare schemes with direct benefit transfer (DBT) embedded in them, sanitation and water as provision of basic needs and as a measure of preventive healthcare through Ayushman Bharat, clean energy through Ujjwala and solar power, financial inclusion, credit support, insurance protection to vulnerable sections and pension scheme, digital penetration with broadband and UPI, affordable housing for all through PMAY. The milestones achieved are unprecedented, globally recognized, and benchmarked against international indices. The strategy changed the established order of a few individuals, cornering most of the benefits, and was appreciated by the people. This had immensely positive outcomes. We have moved on from a growth rate of just over 4% in 1950s to 6% in 1980s and 1990s. However, during 2014 to 19, we clocked growth of 7.4% on average, with inflation averaging around 4.5%. It is worthwhile to note that inflation was close to 9% in the last 2 decades of the last millennium and ranged 10.5% during 2009-14. Between 2016 6 to 16, India was able to raise 271 million people out of poverty, which we all should be proud of. We are now with the fifth largest economy of the world. India's foreign direct investment got elevated to the level of US dollar 284 billion during 2014-19 from US dollar 190 billion that came in during the years 2009 to 14. The central government debt that has been the bane of our economy got reduced in March 2019 to 48.7% of GDP from a level of 52.2% in March 2014. With this backdrop, our government shall work towards taking the country forward so that we can leapfrog to the next level of health, prosperity and well-being. We shall strive to bring ease of living for every citizen. Stop.